Right, so this is for a lot of those people out there that seemingly think that black people happen to make up stories. And this also includes a lot of other black people out there who just really are, amazed and they can't even fathom, that somebody would be able to do something like this. Well, this is just to show you that, yeah, you have people out here that know if they want to commit a crime, they're going to dress up and act or maybe speak or do whatever they have to act as black as possible in order to commit said crimes so that people won't even think that the original person who isn't even black committed the crime.
Hey guys, look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is it's about to be a white boy summer. Take it how you want.
English medical student is behind bars after being found guilty of attacking his ex-girlfriend with an agent while wearing a fat suit and makeup to make himself appear as a black woman. In May of 2021, Milad Roof, age 25, disguised himself using a suit and makeup, sunglasses, and a hat before traveling to his ex-girlfriend's and colleague home in Brighton, England. The ex-boyfriend knocked on the front door. He handed her a note and threw the agent in her face, resulting in life-altering injuries for the junior doctor. The attack happened 6 weeks after the doctor ended the relationship. Investigation led them to Milad's home where they found a shopping list of containing items such as a fat suit, face paint, two full-headed masks, and a black morph suit. Milad subsequently pled guilty to one count of applying an agent with the intent and was sentenced to 15 years in prison on October 7th. Before the sentencing, Judge Christine told Milad that she hadn't seen any real remorse from him following the incident, which resulted in the young woman undergoing 5 reconstructive surgeries, and that she had, quote, no doubt that he was a danger to women. Quote, you thought about what you wanted to do and how you were going to do it and planned it over the weeks before carrying it out. You knew full well what you were doing was wrong and you tried to evade responsibility for it to continue to pursue your medical career. In the victim's statement in court, the young woman, who also studied medicine with Milad at Cardiff University, stated that her injuries, both physical and mental, and expressed hurt and confusion over the premeditated and horrible attack that has since had a colossal effect on every aspect in her life. Quote, since the day I was subjected to this horrific attack, my life has changed. I live in pain and fear of my future well-being and financial hardship. The impact of the attack includes severe damage to my right eye, which I am still unable to see out of. Damage to my eyelids, damage to my skin on my face, my neck, and my arms. I'm unable to move my neck and close my eyelids. I have to have 5 surgeries. I'm still trying to come to terms with more procedures and operations. I am unable to attend work or live my life. I have been robbed of years of my career and young adult life. The psychological effects have had colossal effects on me, my family, and my loved ones. I cannot begin to imagine why somebody would commit such a premeditated and horrible attack. I cannot understand what was in his mind. The terms of Milad's sentencing entails that he must serve at least 2/3 of his sentence before being considered for parole, and any parole must last at least 4 years. And this is why I tell people, I hope you listening. I hope you paying attention. Because too many times I've told y'all about individuals out here committing all types of crimes using bodysuits. They sell these things online. They sell bodysuits online so that they can masquerade as whatever assortment of colors of a black individual that they want to basically be. They got a full-fledged mask on that fully covers their face. They might need very little makeup to cover anything else that's not covered on their face. But for all intents and purposes, if you were to see this person walking down the street on the first glance, you would think that this person is black. You would identify them as black. If you were to see this person walking at night in a hoodie, you would assume that this person is black. But like I said before, people want to act like things like this don't exist. They want to act like things like this don't happen. But here you have a story. of how a young black woman in the UK was attacked with an agent that fully disrupted her career, her young life, and everything else in general. How do you think that her dating situation is going to be able to, flourish? How do you think she's going to be able to answer those questions if somebody decides to ask like, "Hey, what happened?" She's going to go through and relive that trauma, and then that's going to disrupt, that potential relationship just because a person decided that they wanted to know a little bit more about her story, what took place. She's going to have to consistently see this. I can't even say that she's going to, in a sense, have, full fledged, um, you know, dreams, because she can't even close her eyelids because of how severe the damage is to her skin, to her face. She has to have a multitude of reconstructive surgeries just to even try to live a normal life. And they didn't even go into detail about, what her face potentially even looks like at this moment in time. How she's even going to be able to walk through life on a day-to-day basis without people being themselves and saying things that they shouldn't be saying, not even understanding the totality of the whole situation, of what transpired, of what she has to go through both mentally and physically every single day. But yet again, you're still going to have people wanting to say that, oh, racism, bigotry, and all of this other stuff, like it doesn't exist. That was in the past. We're talking about now. Well, this is now. This was an attack. This is an assault on a black woman for no reason. Because what? The relationship ended. And this is now what she has to sit up there and go through and suffer with. Now, there are two different types here, right? Now, for the first type, for just the, black women that just like, hey, this is who I decided to be with, whatnot, or whatever, fine, no problem. But you better make 1000% sure that the individual that you're with, who looks nothing like you, who can't understand what it is to be black, who more than likely doesn't really care for your existence, you better make sure that that individual is not some type of crazy lunatic that might have the potential shot to go off the rails and cause harm to you, your kids, your family, or anything else that you hold dear. You better make 100% sure that that is the case, right? Now, dealing with stage two, which is the divestors, which are the ones that 100% hate black men. They find black men detestable, and every other, group of men out here are basically the real kings and treat black women the way that they're supposed to be treated and all this other stuff, right? At any moment in time that you decide that you want to go out here and dive and dibble and dabble and all of this other good stuff, you better not ever, at a point in time, fix your face to ask black men for help or assistance whenever things like this happen to you. You better not ever sit up there and do it, because we are not going to sit up there and help you after you done stood by for years, vilifying, criminalizing, and trying to make sure that the world feels and quote unquote knows how much of a detriment black men are to society. How much that you, as a black woman, and many others out there, detest and don't even really care for black men. If you have issues or problems, do not come seeking help from any black man in your family. Don't even talk to any black men in your family. Matter of fact, I also feel so sorry for the young black men that you are actually raising, because you're basically teaching them to hate themselves. So when they decide to actually full-fledged hate themselves and embrace what it is that you've been saying over these years, they're going to become something that you don't detest. They're going to become something that you don't hate. They're going to become the reverse of what a black man basically is. And that's going to be becoming you. Like I said, and that's on you. But you can't make people understand psychology. You can't make people understand the negative effects that the spells or the words that they talk and put out into the universe, how that will transform the perception of a young child's mind, better yet, the perception of a young black man's mind growing up with a black mother who detests and hates and criminalizes black men because of her own experiences that she selectively chose when she decided to be with those black men at that point in time. Like I said before, at the end of the day, what happened to this black woman should have never have happened. She had a very promising career. For me, I feel that she still has a very promising career, but mentally, more than likely, she is not there at the moment in time to even try to continue to go after that career because she has to live with that fear. She has to live with that anxiety. She has to live with that PTSD after now, you know, being in and out of a relationship with an individual who was supposed to actually care for her, but really showed his true colors and also showed how he hates and wants to also criminalize and vilify black women in general. Because remember, at the end of the day, the man that she picked after the breakup decided to dress, in a sense, in the image of her or in the image of black women in order to commit this attack, to then try to continue his career in his life because of the way that he felt about the breakup. But that's all I got to say. So let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.